What's going on, guys? It's Mr. DEBT, Joe Lorick from the Money Etiquette Group. Look, we just heard the breaking news that the government shutdown has temporarily ended until February the 15th, unless they get a long-term deal done. Now, look, that's good news because people who need their money are going to get their furlough checks. And certainly that helps some households with their stability. It doesn't help everyone because, of course, people who are contract workers that would normally get paid to do work for the federal government, their money's gone and there's no replacing that. But here's the bigger point. A lot of the commentary on news channels, CNN, Fox News, is going to speak to winners and losers in this situation. But really, there are no winners and only losers because essentially we just spent 30 plus days in debate and people suffered for it just for the end result to be, well, temporarily, let's make sure people get paid when we could have made sure people got paid the entire time. This was all about a leverage play. And ultimately, don't be surprised if President Trump gets the funding for his wall in the next day or so. Everything isn't settled, okay? What was agreed upon is that there's a bill that's going to be presented and passed that's going to get furloughed workers back to work. They're going to get their money that they certainly deserve, and things can get back to normal for a few weeks. President Trump went ahead and just threatened the country by saying, look, I'll just use my nuclear option, which is I will declare a state of emergency on the border wall if we don't get this done. If I don't get the funding, I'm going to get it one way or the other, which we know will be another fight in Congress. But I feel like based on what I'm hearing and based on what I'm seeing, he's going to get his money. Not all of it, but at least the down payment. I don't think that Congress wants to risk another shutdown. And some of the damage that has been done is you can't reverse it. Some food has made it through our checkpoints without being properly checked. You get me? Like, that's not something that you can reverse. There are people that have left positions at work that don't plan on returning. Most will, but there are some that will need to be replaced. There are people that didn't earn money that they won't receive back because of furloughs. There are long-term consequences to what happened to a lot of households here in the United States. So there are no winners here, only losers, because ultimately this was a big chess game between two strong parties, being the president and Congress. So what now? Another countdown until the next shutdown deadline? I don't think so. I think they're going to go ahead and give him some money. I think the president's going to get some of the funding that he wants. I just don't think he's going to get exactly what he wants out of the deal because with the way he is, he probably needs some way to say I won. You know, he needs to be able to flip this story. So he quickly needs some type of funding. Even though they can say in the media, look, we agreed without the funding, and then the next day there's funding. So don't be surprised if that happened. From the economic standpoint, what we do going forward will say much more than what's happening now. But just understand that during this temporary halt in government, in the government working or federal workers doing their job, things have gotten past checkpoints that usually wouldn't. And that's especially true for food. So still check your food. Look, keep your guard up and don't stop paying attention because look, again, it's not about winners and losers in this situation. It's really, we don't know the long-term ramifications of this shutdown until after the fact. So I'm telling you right now, though, watch your food. Okay, be careful and watch your food. All right, guys, till the next time, till the next update, we'll see what's going to happen.